Alright, I'm going to give a little tutorial on paperwork.show as plenty of people have been hopping onto this train now, and there's just not a lot of online resources, so I figured I would do a little overview of what it does, how it works, and my workflow with it. So the first thing you want to do is in Vectorworks itself, the only information that I usually send to paperwork.show is just channel IDs. So here's a project with no channel IDs. I'm going to add it quickly to this project, and then I'm going to import into paperwork.show. So if you know how to do channel IDs and stuff, you could probably skip this part. I'm going to just do it quickly. Alright, so let's start IDing. I'm going to start with spots at probably starting at hundreds. So let's just go here, and I'm gonna get rid of these guys here. I'm just gonna hide them for now, so it's gonna be easier to number. So I'm gonna select all the side spots. Sorry, my Vectorworks is bugging out. Let's go to View, Hide Selected Objects. I don't want to see those. And I'm just gonna hide all these fixtures as well. View, Hide Selected Objects. Now I'm going to start with these guys here. Select all by instrument type, spotlight numbering, and I'm just going to go to channel. And over here I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to start from 1. And we're going to go to left to right, and boom, those are numbered. Next we're going to go here, select all by instrument type. These are the Rivales. Oh, I don't like that selects. Okay, so we'll just do by row at a time. Spotlight numbering, and we're going to start this at, let's say, 101, left to right, and then I'm going to do from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, spotlight numbering, and we'll continue at 107, and then the next one. Spotlight numbering, and we'll start this at 115. That's good. Next. So the better way of doing this would probably be to put the side lights into a separate layer and then select all, and then you could do left to right and secondary numbering, like up to down, something like that. But I'm just taking the lazy way. I'm just going to unhide objects here, and I'm going to continue this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a little confusing too, so we're just going to do spotlight numbering. And we'll do bottom to top. I think that would do it. Let's try 130. Let's see how it did it. So I'm assuming this would be 130, but I may be wrong. Where's channel? Nope, it's 133. So let's try it the other way. We're going to go back to 130, so spotlight numbering. I'm going to make this 130, and I'm going to do top to bottom. And let's see what that does. And this is 130 now. Yes, it is. 3, 4, spotlight numbering. Done. And then we'll go to spotlight numbering. There is a shortcut for that, but I'm not going to use it just for the sake of teaching. Done. And now let's do the other side. We're going to start from the top, let's say 2, 3, 4, spotlight numbering. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, and now we're done with our Rivales here. Last one. And done. Alright, next is going to be our Argo 6, which is our wash fixtures here. We're going to do the same thing. Spotlight numbering, and we'll start these at 201. 201. and we're going to go left to right. Those are done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spotlight numbering. Done. Third row. Spotlight numbering. Done. And we'll do the same thing for the sides. Spotlight numbering, and we did top to bottom before. Or it's honestly probably easier just to do manual at this point, because we could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, and 16. Now we could just double check. Yeah, it all looks right. Okay, now all our washes are done. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the... I think we ended at what number? Looks like we ended at channel 238. I have some more lights behind the LED screen. I have to find out what layer that's in. Yeah, these transparent LED screens just make my Vectorworks work a lot harder than it should. Okay, what layer did I put these in? Into truss layer. Interesting. So I'm just going to select all of them, select all the instrument type, and just move them to my lighting layer. Let's go to lighting, and let's go back to lighting active only. So this way it doesn't render everything else. Okay, and now I just want to number all those. I'm going to start from 251 just because we're going to have a lot of numbering. So we're going to start from 251, and we're going to do bottom to top, secondary left to right. I believe that's the way to do it. Let's find out right now. Once that numbers, it should be 201. Nope, I did it wrong. Select all the instrument type, spotlight, numbering, and we'll do left to right, and then we'll do bottom to top, or top to bottom, depending on the LD, obviously. That's not going to work anyway, so we're going to start from 301 because it's more than 50 fixtures. Okay, 301, 302, 303, 304, 306, 307. Perfect. That's how I want to number them. Now we're going to move on to the floor fixtures, which are the Mac ones, I believe. And I'm going to try this command to see if it's actually going to do it. So I'm going to go here, spotlight numbering. We're going to go to 401, 401. And I'm going to try counterclockwise. Because I want, yeah, I think that will work. Okay, and we're starting from 401, and it's going to ask you where do you want to start the counterclockwise from, and we'll start it from that fixture there. Let's see if the numbering worked. So right now that's 401, 404, 408. No, it did not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over, and I'm going to do it in a pattern. So I'm going to take, let's say, these straight fixtures here, spotlight numbering, and we're going to start from 401. We're going to go from bottom to top and hit OK. And let's just double check that that worked. That's 413. So I guess it has to be top to bottom. Spotlight numbering, 401, and we'll do top to bottom, and go. Okay, now we're going to take all these guys here, spotlight, spotlight numbering, and it should continue from 414. Now we're going to do counterclockwise, 414, and we're going to start from this fixture right there. Let's see if it took 414. Yes, it did. 415. This one should be 422, makes sense. 433, 443, 450, 451. And now let's do the last little bit. Numbering. Well, 452 is good. And bottom to top. And let's see if it took it. Okay, this is 452. Perfect. So these are done. Next, we probably have our strike M's and curve 12. So I'm going to do my curve 12s at 500s. 500s. Yeah, that would make sense. This should be easy. Let's give it a shot. Select all by instrument type. Spotlight numbering. And we're going to start from 500 for these guys. 501. And we're going to do, let's do top to bottom. I think it's left to right and top to bottom. Let's see what that does for us. All right, looks like we're done here. So this is 517. This is 510. Okay, so I see what I did wrong. Select all the instrument types, spotlight, numbering, and we're going to do top to bottom, and then left to right, and start at 501 one more time. Let's give that a shot. All right, looks like we're done. It's still rendering. Where you go? So that's 554. That's 527. So where is my 501? $539, $536, maybe over here. 512, 501. So why did it go backwards? So this is 513. This is 527. Spotlight numbering. So let's do bottom to top, right to left. Let's see what that does for us. And we'll start from 501. I never actually sat down and wrapped my head around of how the numbering order works, like the first and then secondary. So I always just play with it, but I'm sure there's people smarter than me that can figure it out much quicker. 501, 506. There we go. Now I got it. Okay, now someone explain to me how that's bottom to top, right to left. Bottom to top, right to left, because I would assume it's taking the numbers from here, which is a top plan. So this would be bottom to top, so I would assume it starts from here. Right to left, I would assume it starts from here like I had before, right? So right to left, but in reality, right to left, bottom to top starts from here. So that's why it just gets me confused, but whatever. I guess I just have to remember that for next time. Next, we'll do the strike M's. Select all by instrument type. We'll put these at 601, I believe. Spotlight numbering, 601. And let's try bottom to top, right to left. Probably going to be different because it's on a different axis, but let's find out. $601. So I want it differently. Spotlight numbering. So let's select all again. I think it was 601, and it was, we'll keep that, and then left to right. And this is more than 100, so my blinders, I'm going to start at 801. But let's just double check that this works. .601, and this should be like 738. Perfect. Okay, and now last but not least, the blinders. Select all the instrument type, and we'll start those at 801. So spotlight, numbering, bottom to top, top to bottom, I don't even know anymore. We'll do 801. Let's see where this starts. 814, 815. Huh. Oh, I know why. Because bottom to top and right to left is not the same. So let's select all but instrument type. We'll try one more thing. Spotlight numbering. We'll start at 801. And we'll do left to right. And then bottom to top, we'll do top to bottom. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I might have to do what I did before. So 804, 806. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did before. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure there's an easier way than this. If anybody knows, please comment. Honestly, once I'm selecting all of them, might as well just do them manually. So spotlight, numbering, and 801. And just go here to manual. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually when you have a project with a bunch of straight lines of trusses, those are super easy. Usually you don't even need secondary numbering because it's just literally left to right. And if you do all of them at once, which you probably won't because you're separated by fixture type usually, then it's just you select all the fixtures on a single truss, and usually it's pretty straightforward with those commands. I personally, for some reason, never end up with projects that are simple like that use these commands, so I always not struggle, but I spend a little more time than my projects than most people probably. Alright, now it seems that all my fixtures are numbered. I'm just going to double check. I'm going to create a quick worksheet. So I'm going to go here, lighting reports. Nope, here, create report. Lighting, just call it lighting channel. And object type is perfect. Let's go to lighting device. And I'm just going to go here to fixture ID and channel. Perfect. I'm going to put the channel above the fixture ID so it comes in first. And just hit OK. Now I'm just going to go here and let's just make sure everything has a channel. Alright, looks like we got everything. And I'm just going to sort this by ascending. Done. 200s, 300s, 400s, 500s, 600s, 700, 800, and yep, we got everything now. Alright, now that everything is numbered, we're going to export this to paperwork.show to start working on it. Now, for paperwork.show, we're going to go here, we're going to create a new project. We're going to call it, I called it Punjabi V1, let's say. Hit save, and now I'm going to go to, we're in the equipment, we're going to go to Vectorworks. So right now, as you can see, it's an empty tab here because there's no data being sent. So if I go back to Vectorworks now, I have this little over here called PWS that basically has the commands that I could do from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit PWS send. The first time you're going to send data, you're going to have to set token. This token can be found over here. If you go to options, show, right here, Vectorworks token, you hit show, and that's your token right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Vectorworks, PWS send. The important thing to note is Vectorworks will send whatever is actually visible. So if, let's say, my floor fixtures weren't visible right now and I hit this command PWS send, it would not send any data on the floor fixtures. Now that all my fixtures are selected, it's sending data for everything currently. So this is just a nice amount of fixtures, so it's going to take a second. Perfect. Now that it's done, we're going to go back to paperwork.show. All you have to do is just tap the Vectorworks icon again. Not the icon, the word. But now that we have data being sent, it's just going to load. And there we go. This is all our data being sent. Now, it's not matching certain things, so we're going to go to over here, Ayrton. Let's find Rivali profile. This is my library that I made. And we'll match it. Let's say standard. Ayrton. I don't know if I have the Argo 6. So I'm actually going to add it now just to show you guys how to add it. And Ayrton Domino, do I have? I don't think so. Okay, perfect. So it's a good opportunity to show you guys. I'm going to go to inventory. I'm going to go to fixture types, add new fixture type. And now I'm just going to take Ayrton Argo 6FX. Perfect. You know what, I'm actually going to add this information from Vectorworks just because it's probably going to be quicker, and just select it here. So I'm going to select one fixture. I'm going to take the name here, Command C, go to paperwork.show, Command V, DMX footprint, I'll find in the manual in a second. Wattage, let's see what it is. Okay, weight 51.15. Command C, let's go back to here. Okay, voltage I always just put on 208. Wattage, lamp type I know is LED. Now we just need the wattage and DMX footprint. Wattage is 950 it seems. Command V and then DMX footprint. I'm just going to take one mode that we're going to use for this. DMX chart. So we're going to use, let's say, I think standard would be good. So standard looks like it comes with 39 channels if I'm not mistaken. Just double check. Standard, yeah, it comes with 39 channels. Let's see if Vectorworks has modes here. Nope, no modes. Okay. Standard is 39 channels. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to back to paperwork.show. DMX footprint is 39, and I'm going to call it standard. Perfect, and just hit save. Now let's just go to the domino, which is on the front truss here. Ayrton Domino LT Command C. Let's go here. Let's just add that in. DMX footprint. Okay, wattage and weight. Weight is 132.28 and wattage is 1600. So I'm going to go here, 1600. And weight I copied, and voltage I'm going to put in at 208, and lamp is, I know, LED. DMX footprint, Ayrton Domino LT. Okay. Let's just take one mode for now, and we could always add modes later. I should probably take the V2 chart, and I just messed that up. Alright, it's fine. So I'm going to take the standard mode, which goes till, looks like 46. So standard is 46. 46, and we'll do standard. Perfect. Now I'm going to X out of here. I'm going to go back to the Vectorworks tab. So go to Projects, Vectorworks, and let that reload. Okay, this for some reason is not matching. It's probably like the way it's spelled or something, but I know it exists, so I'm just gonna match it myself. Ayrton Rivale profile, and we'll keep that on standard mode. Let's see what other stuff we have here. So we have the curve 12s that's matching here. Strike M, Argo 6. Yep, this all looks right. Mac 1, Domino, Rogue R1 Beam Wash. R1 Beam Wash, I like 15 channels. Standard. Martin, Mac 1, we'll keep it on basic. Strike 2, 2 channels is fine. Standard. Strike M, that I would like on 97. I like high for that one. Curve 12, 101 is the lowest decent looking one with full control. And I think we look good here. Let's go through here. Anything looks off? No, everything looks right. Now, in order to add this data into paperwork.show, all you have to do is hit this little green line here. And now you're going to see it's going to import all this information in. Now, the one thing I did not do is I did not add position names, which is going to bite me in the ass now. Because when patching, obviously you want to do it per position, and it looks like it says there was an error. Let's see if there actually was an error. Yes, there was an error. So meanwhile, I'm going to go back here. I'm just going to rename some stuff. So I'm going to take all, let's say the floor fixtures. I'm going to name it. Let's go to position. Where's position? Here. Just going to name it floor LX. We're going to name this SR hangs. We're going to name this SL hangs. I'm just doing this quickly, so just to show you what I'm doing. Top, let's go to, let's say, strike M's. We're going to name this US wall, let's say. I'm going to name this stage right wall. We're going to name this side stage left wall. Okay, and now I'm just going to name, let's say, in order. So we're going to do position. Let's just do LX1. We're going to do this LX2. LX3. I'm going to make this LX4. LX5. LX6. LX7. LX8. LX10. Alright, I'm just doing this just to show you. Alright, now that we have names for all the positions, I'm just going to hit this command again. So PWS send. And I'm just going to re-receive the data on paperwork.show. I know it didn't receive the first time, but we're going to see what the error was. Okay, now we're going to go back to paperwork.show, hit Vectorworks, and see what the issue was. So now it probably should have got the data. Ayrton Rivale. Rivale profile. Strike M, we want the 97. Basic, yep, that's fine. Okay, now as you can see, the names of the positions came in as well, and let's try to take this data in again and see what happens. There was an error processing your requests. Why? I am not so sure. Maybe it's... what could it be? Everything looks right. I've done this 1,000 times, and obviously when I'm trying to show, it won't work. So let's see over here. This shouldn't affect anything. Let's go to Fixtures. Yeah, nothing. Let's just start a new tab. Paperwork.show. We're active here. Vectorworks. Let's take the data in again. Alright, let's just match this to Rivale profile. I'm actually curious why this doesn't match, because it looks like it's kind of identical. I see why. I spelled Ayrton wrong. I'm gonna fix that quickly. So it looks like fixture types, and let's search Rivale. And wait, did I spell it wrong? Let's select any Rivale here. And just take this over here. Yeah, it looks like they put the R before the Y. That's why. Okay, now it makes sense. Just gonna go here, Command V, and update it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go to Projects, Vectorworks, and let's just resync that. It should probably match now. Hell yeah. Everything matches. Color strike M. We made a higher mode. And this was 15. And everything here looks right. So it says adding 482 new fixtures because this project's empty. Please work. There was an error processing your request. Alright, guys, I tried to show you. It didn't work. So I'm just going to leave it here. Thank you for watching.